Dylan is leading our trail ride on Jet. And she is doing beautifully. It's the first time she's ever been to these beautiful woods over here. And just as quiet and easygoing as she can be. Dylan is coming down a real steep hill on Jet with very uneven ground. It's the first time she's been on these trails and she's coming along just fine. Stepped over a downed log and going just beautiful. And he's now taking the lead, going the rest of the way down the hill. Lots of sticks to step over and gullies and uneven. She's doing beautiful. Dylan is asking Jet to leave our group and go off on a trailblazing episode. And they're going up a big hill. And she's not minding at all. The terrain's pretty rough. They ran into yellow jackets last trip. We're hoping they don't find any this trip. Let me scoot up so y'all can see him. And there she is. Doing beautifully. Dylan is loping out in the big field out here. Doing beautifully. I guess I've said beautifully too much, but this mare is beautiful and she rides beautiful. And she just did a really pretty lead change. And then she stops easily. Dylan is taking Jet into a creek, letting her get a drink of water. It is so peaceful here, folks. If y'all have not ridden down at McIntosh Reserve, you should try it. It is absolutely wonderful. Okay, he's going to ride up that embankment and then bring her down the other side. That was real steep. This other side's a little bit like a sliding board. And she's going to come down it, and the rest of our group is with the farrier getting some shoes put on, so it's just Dylan and I, so he doesn't have anybody else to go in this creek in front of him, and they're going to have to stay in a deep gully coming up through here. So this is, when you're not used to this and you don't have another horse in front of you, it takes a brave horse to go through this. And boy, she's doing it. Absolutely perfect. Absolutely beautiful. And he's going to go across the creek and back across the bridge. We'll probably lose sight of him because of these trees for just a second. That is her. It's very, very first time to ever cross a bridge. And she slipped and slid a little bit. Turn around and take her back across it now. It's probably a little wet from the rain yesterday. Folks, this is a good mare. She's got a good brain on her. And back one more time. Good job.
Showing you Jet and Dylan coming across the bridge. Did very well. Riding down to the river just to show that she'll go wherever you point her to. Nice little man. And I think he's going to take her down into the water. And there she goes. She's a good girl. And I'm videoing from Benji, but I will try to get him down in here and see what he does. He may or may not do it. But... and he got in. There you go. They both did it. Showing you Dylan and Jet out in the water. And she is doing real good. And Benji is right by, you got Midnight behind her. But Midnight's getting looked at. And we're just going to ride him right out through the river. Now I'm on Benji and he's out here. And they are just... and she is a good girl. And as you can see, a good girl. Dylan, stay put. And now we're going to ride right out. She is one good little man.
All right. Get out of here.
Showing you Dylan riding Jet through the playground and playing with her. And I'm going to try to get Benji through. And he's a good boy. And there you go. And Dylan's about to play around on the playground.
Go on, Priestley.
And she did perfect for him. Showing you Jet riding away from the group. She does really good away from the group.
Comes Mary Lynn on Benji and Dylan on Jet, coming on through the creek. And they're both doing real good. I understand they done been in the river. I had to hold the horse for my farrier to shoe. But you see, they don't mind this at all. You can see Jet's crossing the dam with no problem. Benji and it's up in front of her, and Reuben on his mare, and they're all crossing the dam with no problem. Mary Lynn's doing it with no hands. Dylan's threatening to go in. I'm telling him no, they do not allow horses in this pond. No, Dylan, you cannot go in the pond.